What is good, everybody? Welcome to the fourth episode of this series where we are going to be having our first ever true unboxing video. Look, I know we did unbox a pop in the previous episode, but that video was mainly focusing on the Funko fair. Today in this episode, we are going to be unboxing, reviewing and rating the final 3 pops that I need to complete the Captain America Civil War series. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First, let's start off with the Target exclusive Battle Scarred Crossbones. Of course, to begin, we have to take it out of its shipping box. Right here we have the box, nothing special here except for its Target exclusive sticker. At the back is mostly the same as the rest, and at the side you can see a little picture of the Battle Scarred Crossbones. Since there's nothing much to the exterior, let's get straight to unboxing it. From the get-go, I can already see that this pop has a lot of details. The mechanics on his arms and also the paint job on his suit and helmet are very detailed. Now let's talk about the scar. Funko really did an excellent job here. They didn't cut any corners. The crack is shaped pretty realistically and the head that is visible is actually deeper into the helmet. This makes it feel like there's like a whole other internal layer present inside the helmet. Another thing that adds more detail to this pop is the small crevices on his skin. Of course, they represent the burn marks on his face, and they're so realistic and accurate that it actually gave me, someone with trypophobia, a bit of goosebumps. Overall, this pop has its good points, so I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Why it's not higher is because of its pose. It has a pretty generic pose, something I notice is a problem with many of the pops in this Captain America Civil War series. On to the next one, we have the unmasked crossbones. Like before, let's get it out of the shipping box. Right here we have the box of the unmasked crossbones pop. Nothing that special as well, only the Barnes & Noble's exclusive sticker. The rest is pretty much the same format as the rest, so let's just take it out of the box. Alright, so this pop is actually pretty similar to the previous one. The only difference being, instead of only part of his face being visible, through the scar of course, the entire head is unmasked. The details are pretty good, and remember the whole trypophobia thing I mentioned earlier? This pop takes that and dials it up to 100. You can see the scars, crevices, and bumps all over his face. But phobia aside, when it comes to the details, this pop definitely doesn't fall short. I also need to add something about his hair. Something about it just seems so nicely done and satisfying. Alright, on to the ratings. I'm giving this pop a 6 out of 10. It's average, nothing bad about it, but also nothing incredibly special about it either. Where it falls short, it's in his pose. There's nothing new or unique with his pose. He's literally just standing there, and that's why it only gets a 6 and nothing higher. Now the final pop of this episode, we have the GameStop exclusive Captain America. So without further ado, you know the drill. There we have the GameStop exclusive sticker and also a little picture of the pop on the side. At the back we have a gallery of all the common pops in the Captain America Civil War series, and that's basically everything the box has to offer. So let's go ahead and unbox the pop. Finally, a pop in this episode that has a special battle pose. This looks amazing. Quite rare, I think, to find pops that are not standing upright but are positioned on their knees. The structure looks good, it doesn't fall over, and it feels really sturdy. Nothing about the way it's posed looks awkward at all. Now, onto the details. All of it looks pretty good. It's really similar to its common pop variant because they are wearing the same suit after all, so that does make sense. The colours are painted on quite nicely and it is definitely not under detailed. All around, a really cool pop. I think this pop deserves a rating of 9 out of 10. Now it deserves such a high score mainly because of its pose, which I realize is a pretty big weak point in this Civil War series. Most of the Funko Pops in this series, especially the common ones, are just standing there with no unique pose, so this definitely adds more value to the pops that do have a special battle pose in this series, raising this Captain America pop score up to a 9. Now with all the pops unboxed, there's only one more thing left to do, which is display them in the cabinet. So I'm going to pass it on to live J-Wong to get right on with that. So I placed the Captain America right here on the opposite side of the other exclusive Iron Man pop. Now there's 4 on this side and also 4 on the other side.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Now, this section is complete and I have to say that there is nothing more satisfying than completing a display section. Okay, so initially I wanted to display the other 2 crossbones in this section as well, but I kind of feel like there's already too many pops here. Like there's too much going on. So I decided to move those 2 to the section on the right. So I placed the crossbones exclusives just right beside their common variant. I moved Team Cap and Team Iron Man to the side, and then the leaders closer to the middle so that the crossbones are more visible. That's all for the display segment of the video. Back to you, Facecam Johnny. Thank you, Live J-Wong. Now that, guys, marks the completion of the Captain America Civil War Funko Pop collection, and the end of my journey in collecting every single common and exclusive pop from this series. I'm glad that you guys are here to experience this with me, and can I just add that there's literally nothing like completing an entire Funko Pop set. It is just so satisfying. Now I know they recently released a new set of Civil War Funko Pops that could be put together to recreate the airport battle scene, but as of the original set of Funko Pops that were released when the movie came out, I've collected them all. That is all for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on Insta, check out my carousel shop, link in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.